In this episode, we're going to take a look at some of the vehicles that took your 90s action figures to glory. So, stick around. Fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to Nostalgia Syndrome. We are continuing on with 90s November with a look at the raddest rides in 90s action figures. Now, real quick, let me apologize because the last 2 weeks I was not able to get the usual 2 videos out. So I just skimmed by with the single videos for the week. So I apologize for that. So anyway, let's take a look at some of these 90s action figure vehicles. Let's kick things off with number 1. Our first rad ride comes from Tyco in the year 1991. And this was for the Crash Dummies toy line. This is the Crash Lawnmower. As with all of the vehicles in the Crash Dummies toy line, which was based on the incredible Crash Test Dummies, this lawnmower bursts into pieces when it impacts something, usually a wall, maybe another vehicle, but I think it kind of gets away from the whole Crash Test Dummy realm when it's a lawnmower. I mean, they were just created to test seatbelts. Lawnmowers don't have seatbelts. Even on the packaging, it makes mention of buckling up and wearing your seatbelt. So, kinda odd addition to the toy line, but when it comes to destroying vehicles, it is a perfect fit. Now, there were 2 different versions released. One came with the character Whack, which was a test dummy that had suspenders, a hat, looked like he was out working in the yard. But there was a second release in 1992 that did not include Whack. Apparently Tyco around this time period was cutting costs and they didn't include as many dummies with the vehicles as they used to. Now, I find it kind of shocking that this is super reasonably priced on the secondary market. I mean, we're talking chump change for this lawnmower. And it would be the perfect size if you wanted to add it to, like, your G.I. Joe collection. I know I always go to that well. But, I mean, you could have any of your G.I. Joes. Put barbecue on it. Like, he's just kicking back, relaxing on a summer day, and mowing the grass around the HQ. I mean, works perfectly in my imagination, at least. Anyway, I think that this commercial can explain it a lot better than I can. So, take a look.
It's the incredible Crash Dummies!
Really? Where?
3 new dummies with a passion for crashing. There's Flip on his ATV, Whack on his lawnmower, and JR in the go-kart.
Hey, these aren't your legs.
Whoa! Don't you be a dummy. Buckle your safety belt and leave the crashing to us.
The incredible Crash Dummies from Tyco. Each vehicle sold separately with a dummy.
Our second vehicle is definitely the rarest of the bunch. This is from Galoob in the year 1996, and it is from the Biker Mice from Mars toy line. This is the Sky Commander. It was part of the Freedom Fighters offshoot of the Biker Mice from Mars. And this glider is very hard to find out in the wild. And rightfully so, because this is made from soft vinyl like a kite or something like that. So probably easily ripped and teared while you were throwing around in the backyard. Now, the only piece that I can find for sale out there in the wild was the exclusive Vinny figure that it came with. That alone fetches a pretty high price, considering it's just the figure and not the vehicle. Now, I've definitely seen some collectors out there that have this in their collection, and they seem to be very proud of owning it, and rightfully so, because of how rare this is. But let's be honest, because growing up in the 80s, we learned from various glider toys that they don't last and they easily are broken and even lost up in trees, in the weeds, what have you. So just the fact that some of these have escaped and are coveted by their collectors is awesome. Our third rad ride comes from Mattel in the year 1997, and this is from the Mighty Ducks toy line. This is the Arrow Wing, and I've never seen the cartoon. I don't know much about it, but this is a really awesome looking vehicle. I mean, the duck bill alone is a work of art, and this reminds me a lot of the Darkwing Duck motorcycle, where his had the duck bill in the front. But anyway, I digress. This Arrow Wing had a 15-inch wingspan. That's pretty good for an action figure vehicle. It can fire puck projectiles, and it has a super power puck. It has a cockpit and a cargo bay which can hold your figures. Super cool. Now, the packaging really hypes this up, and let me read it to you now. It says, "Get ready for maximum action with the Arrow Wing, the ultimate battle cruiser of the Mighty Ducks. This supersonic, mega-powered strike vehicle is fully equipped with both stealth patrol and battle attack. Its ultra laser tracking system and advanced air-to-ground missile weaponry will blow Lord Dragonus and his sinister forces to bits." Did I pronounce his name right? Dragonus. I don't know. Sounds cool. But like I said, I never was a fan of the cartoon, and I mean, it probably would be something right up my alley, but I just didn't have the time back in 1997 to give it a go. This toy line, in all, looks pretty awesome, and it definitely has some collectors out there, because this goes for a little bit of a higher price point than some of the others on this list. So let me know in the comments if Mighty Ducks is something that I should kind of look for and maybe watch. I don't know. I'm down with ducks. You know me, I love Donald Duck, so add another duck to the mix and I'm on board.
The mighty ducks are on a roll, turning up the heat. Now the ducks are on patrol, gonna hit the streets. Ducks rock!
Duck roll! Now the Mighty Ducks are on streetscapes, ready to battle the evil drone. Wild Wing scoring with his nets. Nosedive fires his puck missile. Super climbing Duke and Grin blasts his bazooka. And the new Arrow Wing bombs away.
Ducks rock and roll!
Mighty Ducks figures and Arrow Wing plane, each sold separate from Mattel.
Our fourth rad ride comes from a movie toy line that was released by Playmates in 1990. This is the Dick Tracy Police Squad car. And this just looks like an awesome car vehicle top to bottom. This vehicle had battery-operated features, including a loud siren and spotlights and headlights. It has opening doors, which it says gives access to the coppers and shields them from bullets. Something you would not see on toy packaging today. Also, it says it has cop-carrying running boards for shooting on the lamb. They really went out of their way to make this kind of nondescript, old-fashioned vehicle sound so action-packed. I mean, the doors shield you from bullets. You can stand on the running boards and shoot at people as they are on the lam. I mean, action-packed. Now, I remember seeing the movie back in the day, but I can't tell you anything about it other than it had Warren Beatty and Madonna in it and an annoying kid. But definitely something that I should probably watch again in the future, because 1990, I mean, that's a hot spot. You got Dick Tracy and Batman, two super awesome comic book characters that were brought to life on the big screen. Now, this actually goes for a fair bit of money out on the secondary market, and rightfully so, because this car could fit a lot of your different toy lines, because it's just a classic design, and its nondescriptness makes it more collectible, in my opinion. Anyway, here's the original commercial from 1990, so enjoy.
Extra, extra, real salad!
Downtown holdup in progress. A police squad car is on the way with Dick Tracy himself at the wheel. Suddenly, Big Boy's getaway sedan speeds past them, going the other way. The police car turns in hot pursuit, and Tracy uses the siren to clear the streets of innocent citizens. Sure enough, it sounds like machine gun fire is coming from the getaway vehicle. How will Dick Tracy stop them now? Find out next time.
Dick Tracy!
From Playmates.
Our fifth and final rad ride is honestly one that hurts my very soul. But I thought I need to talk about this toy line eventually, so I'll rip the band-aid off quickly, and we will ease into the toy line slowly but surely in the future. This is from the G.I. Joe Extreme toy line, released by Kenner in 1995, and this is the Road Bullet. Now, first things first, one of the most awesome play features of a lot of the G.I. Joe vehicles, and I believe the figures, were they had rocket firing capability that, kind of like Nerf, that you would put a foam dart over a nodule, we'll call it, and you slam your fist down on it to fire the dart. I'll include just a random G.I. Joe Extreme commercial at the end of this so you know what I'm talking about. Now, I feel like I just need to say it for my own sake before we get to the Road Bullet itself. But the fact that Hasbro put Kenner on the packaging when they recently acquired Kenner, the toy company, just makes it seem like they were trying to bury this toy line. Now, I am not a fan of it simply because the figures were big, bulky, and already in posed form. So you took like your awesome O-ring style that could, accommodate a lot of different poses and flexibility, and you just do away with that to have a molded hunk of plastic. It boggles my mind. But anyway, the Road Bullet is an assault motorcycle with slam technology. That's what I mentioned before with the Nerf dart thing. And like I mentioned, it is fairly cool. I mean, you could probably incorporate it into other toy lines because it's nondescript and it doesn't come with a figure or anything, so hey, the world is your oyster with it. One of the play features of it that I think is pretty cool is the large opening canopy. So you set your character in it, and it kind of has a big wheel feel to it, just a seat with wheels, with this large plastic canopy that would go over top. I mean, a seat with wheels with a missile launcher attached to it. But it just has a classic Tron-esque style to it that makes it an awesome assault motorcycle. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and just say G.I. Joe Extreme isn't a sought-after commodity, because this dude on the open market doesn't go for a lot of money. It's very price conscious and very reasonable. Even in the box, it won't even set you back more than $40. So that's something to like about it. And I'm sorry if you are a fan of G.I. Joe Extreme, because let's be honest, every version of G.I. Joe is somebody's first G.I. Joe, and they're probably huge fans of it. So I don't mean to talk bad about something that you love. My personal dislike, I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's wrap this up.
G.I. Joe Extreme! Extreme new heroes, extreme new villains, extreme new firepower. Slam, slam, slam! G.I. Joe Extreme! It's all-out slam combat with sight-to-sight, land-to-air missiles. Slam! With new slam firepower, you can blast anything to the extreme!
Battle damage!
Only G.I. Joe Extreme gives you ultra slam firepower. Slam, slam, slam! G.I. Joe Extreme! Extreme times call for extreme heroes. Figures and vehicles sold separately. Slam!
Okay, folks, that was a look at 5 of the raddest rides from 90s action figure toys. And, yeah, the 90s is a huge blind spot for me. Because, unfortunately, as I got older, I kind of took a break from the average toys that were on the toy aisle. And I was seeking, like, the comic book, more collector-driven toys at the time. So I really enjoy these episodes so I can take a look at what was out there and what I missed. And there's definitely stuff out there that I would like to get now, not for nostalgia's sake, but because I think they're just awesome toys. Anyway, again, I apologize for my little rant against G.I. Joe Extreme, but it's just a personal vendetta of mine to attack it, and I apologize. I'm usually very positive about the toys that we talk about, and I am positive that it probably was pretty cool, and there's some likable characters and character designs in the toy line, but it's just not for me. Maybe one day I'll find them for a song and a dance, which this is evidence of that, and maybe I'll pick them up just for the whole G.I. Joe of it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everyone. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of the other episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you'll be notified whenever there's new episodes. So anyway, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky.